Okay, I started the broadcast now.
Sean.
You know,
Help with what now?
in all my years, I've never
I
set
don't
a
know.
foot outside the Institute.
No,
Not once.
okay, help being a
Since the
pervert,
day
but
they
yeah,
brought me
no,
here,
that her own
I've never
opinion.
had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here.
Why
the only
not
hope
play
for
here?
humanity lies below.
I still don't know who to help, the Brotherhood or
It's
the
not
Institute.
so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps,
I think Brotherhood.
but at a
I mean,
cost
I already
too
helped the
great to be
Brotherhood
worth
and
it.
the Institute. I just don't like the
Chandelier.
real rude. For no reason
I'm
I'm
whatsoever.
reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this waste. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth,
I don't care. I
both of
don't
us,
care
really.
you. I don't care you come
They
back.
kept
What?
me alive. Too.
They did, indeed. I was the
Oh,
perfect candidate.
Fuck.
Well, the Institute, it only
yeah,
made
we'll
sense,
bring
I'll
it
admit,
back.
to not only do extraordinary,
Huh?
Or John.
What?
Oh. What?
So it was you.
What?
You let me out.
yes,
You don't like him?
it was my decision.
Ah.
Certainly, it was no an
Who don't like me?
experiment. I had no idea
one
what
of my
kind of
friends,
man
he
you
slept
were.
over.
Uh-huh.
With the
I don't give a
Commonwealth
shit if they
corrupt,
like me or not.
Perhaps most guilty.
Sean, you
That
need
should
to
make
know.
you have good
I
friends.
still love you.
I can see that you,
Mhm.
soon a future week, Bunker Hill.
It's my fault. I wasn't able to complete the mission.
I gave you this opportunity to prove
Oh,
yourself,
Afrin is all to
particularly to prove to the Directorate that
What?
you deserve a place here. That will now be significantly harder. There will be
I know
accusations
that,
you deliberately
Oh,
sabotaged
fuck.
the mission.
Dude, him pick up my
Bunker
fucking
Hill
hand.
was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this, they had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are
I thought
already in
Tanko
motion,
can
but this will
survive
only
fucking
delay.
longest.
Speaking of which, it's time for you to become
Oh,
more
yeah.
involved in the future of the Institute.
Hey, Raptor, I'll be
I'd
right
like
back.
you to join
Okay.
me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
From what I hear, that rogue senator from Bertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
If you require
Son.
maintenance,
Let's
please
get this
file a report
Directorate
with the
meeting
Facilities
over with
Division.
before we speak further. It's important.
Call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been discharged, you can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your
Dead.
report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but
Hello?
there are no immediate
Hey.
signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains
Boy.
occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at
Yeah.
several other points throughout the colony. Intelligence suggests
Yeah.
that this railroad continues to
Right there.
operate and is
I'll be
becoming
right back,
more
Arthur.
ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I have no idea what that is.
I'll admit I'm relieved. It's intended to be something of a classified project, which I'm sure means everyone already knows about it. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
That's... well... that's an understatement. The reactor is close to... and to how you...
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end,
Oh, boy.
you can't be serious.
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
It's great to have you here.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
I had no idea.
I know this is...
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Father.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. There's no question. That's why I'd like... There are
Stupid
hard
old
decisions ahead. For all of us. But for you, is
Blah, blah, blah.
Operating at full capacity. Sims unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
I knew you'll honor Father's legacy when you were the director.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Reese, we're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled. You're going to the mass view.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. But here we are. Not to put more pressure. We don't want them getting the... Head on up to the relay.